Hi, my lovelies. How are you all? Good to have you back. Nice to be back. Sorry for my very short video last week, but it was quite a busy week for me. So it's good to be back. So welcome or welcome back. So if you haven't seen me before, then welcome. It's lovely to have you here, and I'm Mandy. And I just chat about all things really. I chat about things that have happened to me sort of since I've turned 50, sort of menopausey kind of thing, and I talk about things from the past as well. So we do all sorts of things. And if you have viewed me before, then welcome back. It's much appreciated that you are returning. So if you do like what you see, then please give these videos a thumbs up. And yeah, please do consider subscribing. It's absolutely free of charge to you, and it takes you literally 2 seconds. And if you press the notification button, then every time one of my videos goes up, you will get advised, so you can just tune in. And if you do subscribe and you do like and you do share it to other people that you think might benefit from whatever you've seen in this video, then it just gets my video out to more lovely people like you, which would be absolutely wonderful. So thank you, and I appreciate you all, and it's great to have you along on the journey. It's been a good thing starting this YouTube, but it is a long journey. It doesn't happen overnight, but I do recommend it. I definitely do recommend it. So have a think about it, people. So this week, I just want to touch on a subject. I think I did cover it a few weeks ago, but I just want to come back to it, just to see if I can get some feedback from you guys. So I just want to know what you do if somebody really annoys you. And I don't mean as in a work colleague that is just like really annoying to work with. I mean if somebody has physically or mentally done something to you that doesn't sit right with you. And I just want to know, kind of, do you walk away and just leave it? Or do you say something? It'd be interesting to know. I used to be of the kind of person how I wouldn't say a word. I would just walk away and not say anything. But then I don't know, something kind of changed in me, and I was like, no, if people have done something to physically or mentally hurt you, they need to know. Otherwise, they think that that there is nothing wrong with their behavior because you're accepting it. And I'm talking things from maybe somebody just saying something to you that really hurts you, or to actually somebody doing something that, because you are such a nice person, they think that they can take advantage of you, or that they can do that because, oh, she's really nice, she won't mind. Do you know what I mean? Or I don't know how to explain it. Or somebody's done something that you feel you want revenge for. So I'm talking now something quite severe. So I'm talking kind of 3 levels here. So say if, for instance, you're getting ready for a night out and you're with your partner or your friend, and you turn around and say to them, what do you think of this outfit? Is this all right? And they kind of pull that face and go, yeah, it's all right. And deep down, that kind of hurts you because maybe it's a new outfit or you feel quite good in it. Do you then turn around and say, oh, okay, and you just go get changed? Or do you say, kind of, oh, I wasn't expecting that response. Why? What is wrong with it? Or would you just say, did you really have to say that? Did you really have to be so honest? Would you confront them? Or would you just go, oh, right, okay, maybe I would just go and get changed? At one point, I would have just gone and got changed. And then I probably, even if it was a new outfit, I probably would never have worn that outfit again because I probably would have maybe I misjudged that. I think we've all done that, haven't we? I think we've all been and we've bought an outfit that we've raved over and we've gone, oh my God, I really need to take that home. I absolutely love that. And you'll think, oh, I'll wear that for such and such an event, or I'll keep that in case I get invited to a wedding or whatever. And then if you're saving it for best, or you're saving it for, that you've got, say, a 40th birthday party coming up and you think, yeah, I'm going to wear it for that. That'd be perfect. And then a couple of weeks down the line and you're getting ready for that event and you put that outfit on and you're like, I don't really like this as much as I did on the day. I think we really have all done that, haven't we? And then it just kind of sits then in the wardrobe with the tags on it and ends up going to the charity shop. I've done that quite a few times. I've really got to hold my hand up there. I really have. So would you just go and get changed? Or would you confront them? Or would you just say, or would you just basically say, oh, why? What's wrong with it? But then let's kind of take it up to the next level where somebody says something really hurtful or they do something to you that's really hurtful. Would you confront them or would you just brush it off? And I'm trying to think of something to give you as an example, because everything that I can think of at the moment, I'm thinking quite bad. Let me think. Because I'm quite an honest person. So going back to the last one, I mean, if I was going out and my friend got into an outfit and it really, really, really did not do her any favours, or it really did make her bum look big, or it just didn't flatter her at all, I would say so. I really would say so. If it was maybe just something I didn't particularly like on her, but I know that she really did like it, and maybe I just don't like the style of it, or I don't think the colour really suited her, then I probably wouldn't say anything because it's nothing massive. But if my friend was wearing something that would make other people look at her or him and think, what the hell were they thinking when they got dressed this morning? Then I would tell them. I really, really would. But if it was just something that maybe I didn't quite like about it, but I knew that they liked it, then I'd just go, no, it's lovely. You look fine. You look amazing. So I'm just trying to think of something now that is kind of a mediocre kind of thing. So maybe maybe you've invited a friend, partner round for a meal, and you've cooked, and you've spent quite a few hours in the kitchen preparing this meal. You've done a nice starter, you've done a main course, you've got a lovely pudding prepared, bottle of wine in the fridge, all the rest of it. You've gone to town. It's a nice girls' night in, or I don't know, maybe a Valentine's meal or something like that with you and your partner. And they just make kind of an off-the-cuff remark. Say you've gone and sat down in the lounge later, you're snuggling up on the sofa, and you'll say, did you enjoy your meal? And they've kind of made a remark that they didn't really. Would you then just brush that under the carpet, or would you push it? Would you push it and find out why? Because if it's just like, I don't know, you've made them, I don't know, prawn cocktail to start off with, and they don't like prawns. It's maybe you just didn't know that they didn't like prawns, but then why eat them if you don't like them? Just say, I'm really sorry, but I don't like prawns. Maybe that was a bad example. But I'm kind of talking a mediocre thing where somebody would upset you. Or maybe if you find out at work that a colleague's been talking about you behind your back, would you confront them? Would you want to get your own back on them? Or would you just go, oh, well, they've obviously got nothing better to do. They've obviously, it's obviously their issue if they're talking and making things up about me. Or would you want to get revenge? Are you a vengeful kind of person, or are you somebody who walks away for your own peace of mind? Which then leads me into the biggie of somebody cheating on you, or your workplace. You've basically been pushed under the bus by a work colleague. Would you want revenge? Would you confront them? I mean, obviously you'd confront them, but would you then want revenge on them? Or for your own peace of mind, can you walk away? Now, I can honestly say I have never been a vengeful kind of person. I never have. Never, ever. I've always been able to walk away and lick my wounds and rebuild. I think maybe initially when it's happened to me, there probably is that split second where you probably just want to smack them in the face. But I don't know, maybe you do. But I don't. I really, really don't. But I can just walk away, and I've always been able to, because I just think, what does revenge prove? What does it actually prove? It basically proves that you're quite happy to stoop as low as they have. And it might make you happy in that initial moment. But then when you sit back and think about it, it doesn't make you any better of a person. And does it actually make you feel any better? When you actually sit down and think of it, 2 or 3 weeks on, do you actually feel better in yourself because you got revenge on them, or because rather than just sort of sitting and having a good cry about it and then, you know, brushing yourself off, straightening your crown and cracking on. And I just think brushing yourself off, straightening your crown, and just saying the next person is not going to get away with doing that to me. Straighten your crown, move on. And that's how we all learn, isn't it? That's how we all learn in life. So and that's my firm belief. Anything bad that happens to you, and I've heard many people say that it's not, and certainly spiritual people who turn around and say it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And it's happening for you for a reason. So there will be a reason that something bad will happen to you, because you need to learn from it. You absolutely need, in some way, shape or form, you need to learn from it. And I do believe in that. And I do believe that some of the bad times in my life have been there to teach me a lesson. And I have gone through the same bad time over and over again with different people, but it's obviously because I didn't learn the lesson the first time. But it doesn't mean that because I walk away and don't take revenge that I don't learn my lesson. But I just don't want to stoop down to their level. I mean, obviously, if you've got a work colleague who stabbed you in the back or threw you under the bus, or, you know, they've got no shame. They absolutely have no shame. If they can carry on in life and not lose sleep over the way they treat people, and they can do that to other people, it's a certain breed of person, isn't it? It's just, that then starts coming under your narcissists, and and my life has been surrounded by narcissists, I can tell you that. But do you know what? No matter the crap that I have been through with every single one of those narcissists, I still trust people. I still trust every single person that I come across, until you give me a reason not to. I will see the good in absolutely everybody until you give me a reason not to see good in you anymore. And I've got to admit, with some people, it's not taken me very long. With other people, it's taken me a lot longer. It's taken me a lot longer because I've chosen to ignore the red flags. And don't. If you see red flags, if you get any kind of intuition whatsoever, if your gut instinct is telling you there's something not right, trust that gut instinct. Trust it, because it will always, always be right. And sometimes I have chosen not to listen to my gut instinct, and it has led me down to a crappy end. That path has led me to a crappy ending, for definite. So over the last few years, I have learned to trust my intuition. I've learned to trust my gut instinct. But more so, I do still trust everybody until you give me reason not to, or until my gut instinct says to me, don't trust that person, walk away, have nothing to do with that person. But yeah, I would be interested to find out how many of you out there are of the revenge kind. Say with a work colleague, would you, and with revenge, would you make it a truthful revenge? Or would you stoop to their level and make something up just to get them into trouble? So would you make it a truthful one? Or would you make it up? Or would you just walk away? Or would you just headbutt them? But then let's talk kind of sort of the ultimate, where a partner has cheated on you. What would you do? What would you do then? Would you make their life hell? Would you track down the other person? Would you get revenge? Would you stay? Or would you forgive them? Stay with them? Or would you choose to stay with them just so further down the line you can do the same to them? Be interesting. Pop your comments below. Let me have a look. Let me see what you would do in those instances. Be interesting to get to know a few of you. I know last week on my very quick message, I had mentioned to you all that I'd had a request to do a Q&A, which I'm very prepared to do. But to do that, I need some questions, and I don't have any questions. So if you want me to do a Q&A, again, in the comments below, just drop a question that you want me to answer. And I'll leave it for a few weeks, let people put the questions down there, and then I'll collate them all, and I'll answer what I can. So yeah, let's have a little conversation. Let's see what people will do. Are you a vengeful person, or are you somebody who, for your own peace of mind, will walk away? And as I say, I now definitely, but as I say, I've never been a vengeful person, but now I would never take revenge, but I probably used to hang on to the hurt longer than I should have done. So now if somebody hurts me, I forgive them. I forgive them for what they did, because they are obviously in a place where they think it's acceptable to behave like that. So I let them know. that that is not acceptable. I don't just walk away and say nothing. I will confront them, but I'm just not taking revenge. But I let them know that they cannot get away with that kind of behaviour, and certainly not with me. And I will then move on. I will just move on. I will not get revenge, as much as sometimes I would love to. It's not me. It's not within my makeup. But now, instead of sitting on it and probably crying about it for a few days, and then every now and again it pops into my head, and every time it pops into my head it upsets me, I work on it and I forgive the person, just purely so mentally I can move on, so that any time I talk about it, it doesn't hurt me anymore. It really doesn't. And no matter what you do, even if you took revenge on some people, it still doesn't sink in the depth that they hurt you, because some people don't have the ability to feel hurt like you do, because some people are just so bloody hard-faced, and narcissists don't care. Narcissists just don't care. And if you think, right, I'm going to do something to you so you will hurt as much as what I did when you did that thing to me, it doesn't. You're wasting your time. You are absolutely wasting your time and energy, because it won't have that effect on them, because they don't have those kind of feelings. So for your own peace of mind, you're probably better on just moving on, just cutting all ties with that person where you can. It's easier said than done. You know, even with family members, if you've got family members who just constantly treat you like crap, put you down, just distance yourself from them. Any family events that they go to, if you can get away with not going, don't go. If you know that that person's going to be there, or if it's such a massive event, like say, a 50th birthday party where you know there's going to be a lot of people and there's a chance that you'll never bump into that person, then crack on. Go to it, enjoy yourself. But if you know it's just going to be a family barbecue and there's going to be half a dozen or a dozen of you and you've got no chance of avoiding them, then don't go. Don't go. And if other family members say, why do you not come round anymore? Why do you not want to come to the family barbecues? Just be honest and say. Just say, I can't be around that person. Because people might not believe you. They may not believe you. They might think you are being an absolute drama queen. But that narcissist will show their true colours to everybody at some point. Absolutely everybody. They can't pull the wool over everybody's eyes. And they will show their true colours. But because you have planted that seed of thought in a person's mind by saying that you cannot be around that person, subconsciously they will start to see that person's behaviour for what it actually is. And eventually they'll go, do you know what? They were right. They were absolutely right. And eventually that person will show their true colours to them. So, yeah, just don't put up with any crap from anybody. Stand your ground. Stick to your boundaries. Learn to say no more. And don't take revenge. Because, like I say, it'll make you feel amazing instantly. But days and weeks down the line, you'll probably regret it in some little way. So just don't do it. Just be strong. Dust yourself off. Straighten your crown and just go, nobody will ever treat me like that again, and nobody will ever make me feel that way again. And seriously, it's so empowering, it's amazing. And it will start to give you more confidence too. And certainly as you get older, I think as you get older, in some kind of way, you start to lose a little bit of confidence. I think sometimes menopause has a little bit of a side effect that can make people sort of lose their confidence. Certainly, going out in sort of public and things like that, people start to get a little bit of anxiety when they go out in public and stuff. But yeah, just own it. Just absolutely own it, and it'll give you that little bit of extra confidence. It really, really will. So it's okay when we're getting older, because we do tend to see through people's bullshit a lot more. We've been around the block, we've heard it all. We can spot the wide boy a mile off these days. We can tell, it's all talk, it's all bravado, it's all ego. And we get to see that. But not everybody has got the confidence to deal with somebody like that. And it can be those egotistical people who tend to treat other people like crap. And it's not acceptable. It's really not. So yeah, just take back your own power. As I say, it's very, very empowering, and it does give you that little bit. I'm sorry if you can hear the dog snoring in the background. Do you know what? I was actually on Messenger the other night to my friend, and I sent her a voicemail, and she said she actually had to listen to the message 3 times. She said to listen to what you're actually saying. She says, because all I could hear was the dog snoring in the background. She says, and I thought it was hilarious. So I'm so sorry. And I am so looking forward to moving. I am really, really looking forward to moving. But that is one thing I am absolutely dreading. And I have had to add earplugs to my Amazon list. Because at the moment, there is a long, long way from where he sleeps in the kitchen to where I sleep in the bedroom upstairs. And I cannot hear it in the night, even when he gets in the deepest sleep and he's loud as, can't hear a thing. But he is literally going to be across the hallway from me because I'm moving into a bungalow. So he's going to be literally across the hallway from me. And I'm going to have that going on all night. I am not looking forward to it. So yes, earplugs are going to be at the ready, and there's going to be a good supply of them too. So on that note, I will let you go. I think I have kept you here long enough today. It's been a longer one. We've been half an hour today of me rambling on. So yeah, so get some comments going down below. Do you seek revenge, or are you quite happy just to tell them what you think and walk away? And if you've got any questions that you want me to answer, again, drop them in the comments down below and I'll collate them and I'll get them answered at some point in a few weeks' time. And other than that, I just wish you a lovely weekend. A lovely week. Well, I'm saying a lovely weekend. You're not going to see this till the Sunday. So have a lovely week. I hope it's a good one. I've got a busy one coming up because I've got all my March orders and Mother's Day orders to get done, just in case my craft room is out of action with moving. So yeah, I've got a very, very busy sort of 10 days, 2 weeks coming up. Plus I've got quite a bit to do, sort of moving wise and sorting things out. So yeah, busy few weeks coming up. So I wish you a really, really good one. I hope you have an amazing week. I hope nobody crosses your path, and I hope you don't have to seek revenge with anybody. So have an amazing week. Love to you all. Don't let anybody or anything dim your light. You just keep being your own unique you, because you are amazing and you are worthy. And I shall speak to you all in the next video. Bye bye, my lovelies.